Okay. All right, good. We're recording. Okay. So this is our push call for October the 27th. We currently have, let's see, 1, 2, 3.5 more weeks of this push. So we are about halfway through and we have 3.5 more weeks. I don't have a PowerPoint. I don't have any slides to show you guys, but I do want to start by talking about habits. So, I want to ask you guys right in the chat, what habits have you formed since you started this push group? Whether that's like that you've been waking up early, that you've been starting your day with invites, that you've made personal development a habit. What are your habits? Morning routine, upping your invites, 35 a day no matter what. Waking up earlier, a lot of waking up earlier, not procrastinating, affirmations, double hustling, 2 power hours. Awesome. Waking up early. A lot of you guys are waking up early. Pocketing your time to be productive, taking blocks of time, inviting first, going to bed earlier, following a schedule, doing a full power hour, checking into a thread, non-negotiables, lots of upping invites, lots of waking up early. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Working over lunch, being intentional. Okay, awesome. My next question is, what habits do you think top coaches have? Like, if you think of the top coaches in all of Beachbody, what habits do you think that they have? Making time for the business, up early, being intentional work hours, no excuses, personal development, consistency, being intentional, having set business hours, sharing their full story. Yes. Setting a schedule that they stick to. Affirmations, casting out fear, doing the vitals. Funny, none of you are saying that they wake up early, which is interesting. Yeah, but they do. Which goes along with y'all saying that they're very intentional with their time and setting business hours. Okay. So the habit that I want to talk about that successful people have, it's one habit that everyone who is successful has in common, and it's not quitting. I'm going to say it again. There's one habit, one, that everybody who is successful has, and it's not quitting. Our biggest habit, like just as people, as coaches, as human beings, is quitting. Think about how many things you've started and quit, right? How many times have you started a workout program and quit, a nutrition program and quit, getting up earlier and quitting? Anything in your life that you've started and quit, a job, anything at all. As human beings, our biggest habit is to quit. But successful people don't quit. Their habit is not quitting. And as they refuse to quit, they then compete with a smaller and smaller group of people to get to their success because so many people quit, right? Like if 100 of us started in this push group, all trying to get to a goal, 15 quit, now there's only 85 of us competing against ourselves. And then as we get closer to the goal, people are quitting and they're quitting. And so then that's why we get to the retreat and there's 25 people there or 30 people there. That not everybody in this group gets to the retreat. Why? Because our biggest habit is freaking quitting. It's quitting. But the successful people don't quit. You guys have habits that are ingrained with you. You have skills and you have talents that you can develop to be a successful leader, right? And some of you guys are born with like a gift, and I'm kind of talking like in a broad sense here, like not you, but people that are going towards a goal. Okay, so people that are going towards a goal, some of them just have like a born gift, and that those may be the people that like it clicks, it just seems natural for them, and they're just like, it just seems like this is what they've been meaning to do all their lives. And then some of us have to develop those skills and those talents. Like when I first started, it was not easy for me to post on social media. It was not easy for me to tell my full story. And I think some of you guys feel that too. You're awkward on social media. You're not photogenic, like these things don't come easy for you, but those things can be developed. But the thing is that you're going to see so many people on this coaching journey that are still going to quit. They're not going to develop those skills. They're not going to develop those talents, even if they have such a gift for this. And so I kind of want to give you guys this analogy, and it's about a piñata. So you guys have probably all like gone to a birthday party, right? Where there's a piñata, at least I hope, or else you've missed out on your childhood. And shout out to, I think it was Janine, way in my downline somewhere under Melissa. But anyways, in our push thread, she shared this podcast, and that's kind of where I'm getting this topic from, because it just like hit me so hard, and I was like, you guys got to know about this. So our piñata, right? You've gone to a birthday party and you've all been involved in hitting a piñata. And obviously, what's inside a piñata? Candy, right? Like the reward, the best thing is in the piñata, right? But when you go to a birthday party and you see kids hitting the piñata, a lot of kids will like start off, hit the piñata, get bored because no candy's coming out, so they're going to walk away and play in the playground or swim in the pool or whatever they do. They're not going to stick around to see what's in the piñata. And a piñata is so much like starting our business. You get blindfolded, you've like jumped into this business, you're like, what the heck am I doing? You have this blindfold on, you're like, okay, now I'm going to share my fitness journey and bear all these parts of my soul. I'm going to expand my network. I'm going to watch these trainings. I'm going to do all these things. You're jumping in blind. You get spun around when you're about to hit this piñata, and then you have no idea where you are. You're super disoriented. You've got this blindfold on, and you're just swinging. You're swinging at this piñata, trying to hit it, right? Trying to hit a goal, and you have no idea what it means to hit that goal because you have no idea really what's inside. And you might do a lot of damage to all the things around you as you're hitting and swinging with no real direction, just blindly swinging at this piñata. And you hit and you hit and you hit and you hit, and you're getting freaking tired of hitting and swinging at this thing, and nothing's coming out, right? How often do you feel like that is the case of your business? You are swinging and swinging and just blindly freaking swinging, and nothing's working. And sometimes you're hitting the piñata, but nothing's coming out. And sometimes you're not even hitting the piñata, you're just swinging in midair, right? You're just flailing around. I know that you guys have felt like that in your business. And if you haven't, well, then I must be the only one. But you hit and you keep hitting this piñata and nothing's coming out, and you're just like frustrated, right? So sometimes we take our blindfold off and we give it to somebody else. Maybe that's a mentor, maybe that's a coach, whatever, and we put their blindfold on them, we spin them around, then they're getting frustrated and disoriented, and they're swinging at it, and it feels like we never make any progress, whether it's with us, whether it's with our coaches on our team. Sometimes our business feels like hitting a piñata over and over and over and waiting for nothing. And like I said, some of the first people that hit the piñata will go away because they don't want to wait around. They don't want to wait for what's coming. And they go play with something else. They go do something else. They're like, this isn't worth it. I'm not here for this. I'm going to swim in the pool. And it's kind of like some of our coaches like that we started with. Oh, what's that sound on my computer? Do I have Facebook open? How do you mute that? Okay. Sometimes that's like coaches that we have on our team. They come in, they hit Success Club for a month, and then they're like, yeah, I'm not here for this. I'm not really seeing what's in the piñata. And they're out. The coaches that we start with sometimes aren't going to be there at the end. But each time you hit that piñata, you get closer and closer and closer to what's inside, right? No one hits a piñata and on the first try, all this stuff comes out. It's the same in business. It's the same in our business. We do not send out 10 invites and have 10 people hopping in our group. It just doesn't work that way. We don't put up one post one day and think, and then 50 people knocking at our door begging to be in our challenge group. We don't put up a post about how coaching has changed our life and have 25 new people on our team and go 2-star diamond the next day. It just doesn't happen that way. That's not the way that it works. But every time you post, every time you share your story, every time you do a coach webinar, even if you're talking to yourself on the computer, every time you send out those invites and you get ghosted and no one responds to you, that's putting you closer. That's putting you closer. That's a swing, that's a swing, that's a swing, that's a hit to that piñata and what is inside. Even when you can't see it, you guys, even when it feels like these past 3 weeks, you've been doing nothing but swinging in the dark, getting ghosted, getting frustrated, pissing people off, getting nowhere. Maybe you've had like 2 Success Club points. Maybe you've hit Success Club, but you're not growing to your goal, to diamond or 1-star or whatever. Even when you can't see it, every invite, every post, every day that you show up is one hit closer to the candy. It's the compound effect. We talk about this all the time, right? Oh, at some point this piñata has to break, but you have to decide if you're going to be there when it does. You can't leave the party before the piñata breaks. And I feel like I've been in so many push groups, you guys, where so many people leave the party before the piñata breaks. You do. You're like right there, but you can't see it. You can't feel the piñata and how much it's wearing thin. And you're like, peace out, I'm done. I put in 3 weeks of work and I'm not getting anywhere, so I'm just out of here. And you have no idea if that next swing or that next invite or that next coach post, that next sneak peek is going to be when your piñata breaks. You can't leave the party. Stop. Like, I know a lot of you are on this call now thinking I'm just been here 3 weeks, not going to get to this goal by November 21st, not going to be on that winter retreat. Stop telling yourself to leave the party before the piñata breaks. Because if you do, we're all going to be here when the piñata does break and we're getting all the candy. Not you. You left, right? If you stick around long enough, you keep hitting that piñata consistently, and I mean every single day. I don't mean you hit the piñata twice and then you went swimming in the pool and then you come back a week later and hit the piñata again, and then you go swimming in the pool, and a week later you come and hit it 2 times again and you're swimming in the pool. You have to show up every day and hit that piñata. If you stick around long enough and you keep hitting the piñata consistently, you will see the results. And when you do eventually break the piñata, it's not just you that gets the candy. Everybody around you gets some too, right? It's not you that just goes diamond. It's your team. It's your business. It's your confidence. It affects everything. It is not just you. It's not just you that gets to go to the retreat. You get to show your coaches on this new team that you're building that this is possible. And you've proven it to yourself, right? It's okay that it's disorienting and that you feel like you don't know what you're doing. And it's okay to get tired and it's okay to get frustrated. But it's not okay to leave. And it's not okay to stop hitting your piñata, because you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the good stuff if you leave before you hit the piñata. So going into this week, I want you guys to really assess, like, everybody has a different piñata and everyone's going to break their piñata at a different rate, right? Kind of like I was saying, like, if you go after your piñata and you are swinging full force, you're going to break, and you do it every single day, and you're hitting your piñata 20 times a day, you're going to break it a lot faster than someone who hits their piñata twice a day, right? Just like, I don't know, physics or something. That's just like the laws of piñata. And so you guys have to, I want you guys to assess, like, how hard have I been hitting the piñata this past 3 weeks? Did I start off really strong and then I went to swim in the pool? It's still Florida, so I'm using pool analogies because, like, we literally could go swimming, okay? Did you start off strong and now you're trying to go swim in the pool? Do you need to refocus? And I want you guys to really ask yourself, am I going to be here when this piñata breaks? Am I going to stick around? Like, am I going to be one of these people that gets the candy? Psst, the candy is the retreat. The candy is the confidence. The candy is the diamond. The candy is the growing, budding team and the confidence that you're giving your team. That's the candy. The results, helping people find their voice in this business, helping people lose 20 pounds, that's the candy. That's the candy. And you can't leave before you get any. So that's kind of all I have for you guys tonight. I really want you guys to think about and really reflect on where your heart is during this push. If you started off strong and now you've gotten weaker, are you going to recommit? Are you going to start swinging hard at your piñata for the next 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks? Or are you leaving the party? Or are you at the party just swimming in the pool watching everybody else hit the piñata? Right? Where are you? And where do you want to be? Because as much as I can want you on this retreat, as much as your upline can want you on this retreat, we cannot do anything to make you move. And I know that some of you are like 2 coaches away from your goal. You've been 2 coaches away from your goal for 3 weeks. You've been an emerald away from your goal for 3 weeks. An emerald that you can control. What are you doing? You're literally watching your piñata hang from a tree, wondering what's inside, wishing that you could see what's inside your piñata. You're not even swinging. You guys, if that's you, if you literally have this in your control and you are not doing anything about it, why? What's holding you back? Like, why are you scared to find out what's in the piñata? Right? Like, that just means that you're scared of what it means to level up. You're scared to lead a team. You're scared of a rank. I don't know what it is that you're scared of, but if you have something that is literally in your control and in your grasp and you are not making it happen, you need to get down to the bottom of, like, what is scaring you. For the rest of you that are controlling the controllable and you can't do anything else, you've got to decide if you're going to stay here and hit this piñata or if you're peacing out. And nobody can do it for you. There is no amount of calls we can have. There's no amount of tell us every day what you did. There's no amount of why are you waking up early. There's no amount of post your tracker. There's no amount of whatever the other crap we do in here, except for you deciding that you're going to be there when it breaks and that you're going to hit it so hard that it's going to break sooner rather than later. I'm done. And everyone's staring at me with like blank faces, like, what has just happened to me? But for real, you guys, like, we want to see you guys at this retreat. This is a game changer for your business. And I feel like halfway through, we start to lose faith. We start to lose confidence in ourselves. And you can't. You cannot. And you should not. You are the one that will break your piñata. And you just have to do it. Like, no matter what happened these past 3 weeks, you get to decide now if you're going to continue or if you're going to peace out and go to the pool. While it looks lovely, the pool does not have candy or a retreat. So, that's it. And I hope that you guys really take some time to think about where you're at in this push and where you want to be. I encourage you guys to be vulnerable and share in your smaller, like, push threads tonight before you go to bed. And then the question that I want us all to answer this next week in your little threads is, I'm sticking around for the candy because. Why? Why are you sticking around for the candy? Is it because you've worked too hard to give up now? Is it because you want to show your team what's possible? Is it because you are creating freedom for your family? Is it because, like, why? Why are you sticking around for the candy? I'm sticking around for the candy because. And that's what you're going to answer every single day this week in your thread. And it's going to confuse the heck out of the people that aren't on right now. They're going to be like, what in the heck did you guys talk about on this call? So I can't read any of these comments, so I don't know if anybody had a question. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think there was many things to ask questions on, personally. I don't know.
MK, we were just saying that now the theme needs to be, we got to have a piñata at the retreat. So obviously that needs to happen.
Hey, I brought those home from leadership.
You what?
Those little.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, that Spencer.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll bring those.
Perfect. This is speaking to all my Spanish teaching days, is what I just told our thread.
Only if we can have queso as well, because that goes with piñata.
And margaritas, obviously.
I'm for the, oh, yes. Stick around for the piñata, because after piñatas are
the after party is where it's at, y'all.
Okay, I'm going to stop this recording.